Bible quizzing, the participants jump up from their seats in order to answer questions. Each question is given to the quizzer who jumps first. This system, while it may seem unfamiliar at first, is relatively simple to learn and forms an important part of the competition, especially at higher levels of quizzing. There are two types of equipment used to measure which quizzer jumps first. With the first type, quizzers sit on seat pads placed on ordinary chairs. Each seat pad has two small sensors inside of it. If the quizzer's weight is on at least one of these, the equipment considers the quizzer to be sitting down. Because of the way the seat pads work, it is best to use metal or plastic chairs rather than padded ones. The second type of jumping equipment uses benches that are specifically designed for quizzing. In this case, the entire seat surface acts as a single sensor to detect if the quizzer is sitting down. Benches like these are used at major tournaments and internationals. Alternate methods to participate in jumping are to be provided for physically disabled or temporarily injured quizzers. This often comes in the form of a hand-operated button tied into the control box. Each set of quizzing equipment has an electronic control box to which the seat pads or benches are connected. This device has lights to represent each quiz seat. When a quizzer jumps, his or her corresponding light will turn on and a beep will sound, although the quizmaster may choose to turn off the sound. Any seats without quizzers can be turned off using the box's switches. The control box also contains timers for the quizmaster to use to track jumping and answering time, as well as timeouts. After the quizmaster finishes reading a question, quizzers have up to 5 seconds to jump and get the question. However, they also have the option to jump while the quizmaster is still reading the question. This is known as pre-jumping. If a quizzer pre-jumps, he or she must give both the answer and the rest of the information contained in the question. On many question types, this can be done by simply quoting from where the quizmaster left off. For example, consider the question, "The present evil what?" The answer is simply age. If a quizzer pre-jumped and heard only "the present," he or she would be counted correct by answering evil age. However, there are a few question types with less obvious requirements. The reference for a quote question and the full quotation for a situation question are both considered part of the question. Reference questions are the only type requiring the interrogative word to be given. For example, if the quizzer heard, according to Galatians chapter 1, verse 4, the present, he or she would need to answer evil age and also finish the full question by saying, "The present what?" Again, the first quizzer to jump, whether pre-jumping or not, is called on by the quizmaster to answer the question. Being able to jump quickly is important for successful quizzing. Getting up from an ordinary sitting position can be relatively slow, so most quizzers adopt a position of sitting lightly. This generally involves leaning forward with one's muscles ready for moving off of the seat. Many factors can affect this process, such as the kind of seats and the quizzer's own body type and personal preferences. There is no specific right way to sit. Each quizzer develops his or her own technique over time. As you practice, pay attention to when your light activates and how that relates to your own position, and be ready to adjust as necessary. Jumping is an important part of Bible quizzing. The first quizzer to jump on a question gets to answer it. To measure jumps, a set of seat pads or quizzing benches is used, connected to an electronic box. Quizzers can jump during the question and provide any information that is missing as a result, or they can jump up to 5 seconds after the question is over. A quizzer's sitting position can be either a help or a hindrance to jumping. Finding the ideal position takes practice.